everyone, welcome to my video. My name is Anna, and today I'm going to be talking about what it means to be goth. So I've spent a lot of time researching this subject. It's been actual years, and I feel that I have a really good understanding now of what it means to be goth, and I really hope that this video will be helpful to those of you who are looking for answers. So the reason I made this video is because I know that it's hard to find answers about this subject. It's really controversial, and a lot of people feel afraid to tell the truth because they're afraid of backlash. But I really want people to have the answers that they need, so I decided to make this video, and I really hope that's going to be helpful. So what I've gathered is that there are actually two different groups of goth. There's what I'll refer to as type A and then type B. So type A goths believe that goth is, was, and always will be a music-based subculture, and the music that they're talking about is the actual goth genre of music. So if you didn't know, there is an actual goth genre of music, and it had a really big movement where it became really popular in the 80s. So that's what originally sparked the goth subculture. So type A goths believe that if you like goth music, that's what it means to be goth. You don't have to like wearing black or like Halloween or gothic, creepy, dark things at all. You just like goth music, and that makes you goth. That's the whole beginning and end of it for them. And then we have type B, who believes that while the music may have sparked the whole subculture, that's not really what it's about, and the subculture is not bound to the music. So type B goths think that being goth is mostly about having an appreciation for dark things. So things that are a little creepy, maybe morbid, depressive, anything really that can be considered dark. So a lot of them are into gothic things, but they don't feel like you have to like gothic things per se. Like your style can be more Tim Burton or, you know, whatever. Just as long as you're into dark things and you have an appreciation for dark things, then you can be goth if you choose to call yourself goth. From what I've seen, type A goths really disagree with type B, and they very often try to invalidate type B and say, oh, you're not a real goth because you don't like the music. But type B is a lot more live and let live. Like, they don't really try to invalidate type A. They say, like, we don't agree with you. We think all you have to do is like dark things to be goth. But they don't really spend a lot of time trying to invalidate type A. But type A very much tries to invalidate type B, and they spend a whole lot of time doing that, and they get really angry and worked up at the fact that type B is presenting this different idea of goth that they don't agree with. From my perspective as someone on the outside looking in on these two groups, I don't really think it's fair to say that either is not officially goth, because like if you had a stadium full of type A goths and type B goths, like thousands of both, and you went and you got up on the stage and you were like, okay, raise your hand if you're goth, they would all raise their hand. So like both groups have become so big at this point that I don't really think it's fair to say that either isn't really goth. It's kind of a similar dynamic to how here in America we have liberals and we have conservatives in politics, and both of them very often try to say to each other, oh, you're not a real American because you believe this, or you're not a real American because you believe that. But at the end of the day, no matter how they disagree with each other, they all still have their official American citizenship. So like it's kind of like that with goth. Like no matter what you think of each other, you both still go under that label. You both still have huge groups under that label. Other people recognize you by that label for both definitions, and so I think at this point, just by simple fact of both of them existing to the extent that they do under the label, that they are both officially goth now, despite what they think of each other. And there's something that I want to address in closing before anyone tries to throw this at me, and that is that A lot of Goths on YouTube will say you can't really know about Goth if you're not Goth yourself. But I don't really think that that makes sense, because you have to learn about something first, whatever it is. You don't just have information about something automatically downloaded into your brain because you decide to be that thing. Like, if I said, I'm going to be a Pokemon fan, like, I wouldn't automatically have all information about Pokemon just downloaded into my brain. It doesn't work that way with anything, whether it's Goth or something else. Like, you have to take the time to learn about it. And I have taken a lot of time, like I said in the beginning, to learn about what Goth is. So thanks a lot for watching the video, guys. I really hope that you have found this to be helpful and that it's answered your questions. And if you have any more questions, please feel free to ask me in the comment section below. I will answer you as soon as I can. So thanks again, and I wish you all the best.